buddy. Yeah, buddy.
What's going on, everybody? Mike Stadler here.
Carl Bethke with you.
Back at you with the Obsession Podcast. Hey, Carl.
Hey, Mike.
So, big topic here lately. We've touched on one of these other ones not too long ago, which was the Mitch Rompala buck.
Yep.
So now there's a bunch of stuff in the news about the C.J. Alexander buck.
CJ's buck.
Yeah, Ohio.
Oh, yeah.
So
Big deer.
Yep.
Big deer.
I'll throw out the only facts that are out there right now.
Yep.
This is going to get into our topic about, poaching, not poaching.
Yep.
Why we think this is going on.
Okay.
C.J. Alexander, this is all allegedly.
Allegedly.
But he did shoot this buck in Ohio.
Yep.
So the Ohio Department of Natural Resources has confirmed that they have confiscated the buck and have launched an investigation.
Yes.
So the buck was allegedly shot on November 9th, 2023 by Christopher Alexander during archery season with a crossbow.
Yep.
Info was provided alleging that Alexander failed to obtain lawful written permission prior to hunting on private property.
Which is his sister's, right?
Or where
they
says, yes, he says in his interview, which he did a big interview, you can read it.
Yep.
That he shot the buck on his sister's 30-acre parcel.
Yep.
Now the buck's score, 206 and 7/8, would be number 3 all-time typical.
Yeah, buddy.
Herein
lies the problem. Yeah, 100%.
And those are the only facts on it right now. He has a full interview of actually the hunt, like just what he went through in the hunt.
Yeah.
Not like...
Is that the one he did on the Hunter podcast?
Yeah. Just of what he went through in the hunt.
Yeah.
No, there was never anything of him scoring this deer, putting this in any record books, people trying to buy it, which he didn't care.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure how that all went down. I mean, I've heard multiple stories about the purchase thing.
Yeah,
I heard something that he sold it, then I heard that it didn't get sold.
Yeah.
Now this is all this socials, air quotes again, socials.
Yeah. These things that I read are the only things I know.
Yeah. Well, what you just stated there, I think, are, like you said, are probably the only facts anybody knows.
Right now, yeah.
Except the people are doing the investigation. They ain't going to say shit.
Right.
So, I mean, what do you guys ask us, well, how do we feel about it, this, that, and the other thing? Well, you guys know how we feel about the Mitch Rompala buck. So, CJ's buck, to me, until the investigation is over, is legitimate.
Yep.
I watched a podcast with just him and somebody else the other day, and he was talking the same thing, that the problem is coming into play where everybody's talking about there's nothing but nighttime photos of the deer. Well, yeah, and then they say he talks about going and recovering the deer the next day.
Yeah.
Why didn't we bring the phone then? Didn't have a phone with him. To me, a person of his age never really, that I see nowadays, goes anywhere without a phone. But I forget my phone. I leave my phone sometimes. Sometimes I don't bring in a tree. Sometimes I do.
went hunting with Carl one time and he didn't bring his arrows.
That's a fact also. I'm like, hey, give me 2 bullets.
Yeah,
Good thing we shoot the same stuff.
That's a true story.
That is a true story. You're not lying.
And I think this all leads into, well, in our opinion right now, like if he poached a deer, trust me, they're going to find out, okay?
Yeah. And they should prosecute him. I mean, he was saying...
if he did, he should be prosecuted.
Well, he was saying, in this interview he just did, the one I was telling you about, he's like, if somebody's basically poached the deer or something like that and it gets proven, then they should lose their hunting rights for life. Well, I don't disagree.
Yeah. I don't care.
I'm good with it.
And I'm not going to do it.
So, he's basically saying that if for some reason they say he poached the deer, or find out and can prove that he poached the deer, he should go to jail, because he said that too, and lose his hunting rights forever.
And I know they did seize his equipment as well.
Yeah, they did. The crossbow.
So,
yeah,
you know what?
it's hard to talk about something when it's still under investigation.
Yeah, it is. You know, but here's what we can talk about.
Yeah.
So why do you think this has become a big deal? So I want to ask you one question. If this buck is 145 inches,
Nobody says a word.
nobody gives a shit
Nope.
about it.
Nobody said a damn word.
Not a word.
Nope.
But now,
Yeah. Well, now it's
Then
the number 3 world
that it
record.
could potentially be number 3 in the world typical.
Yeah.
Holy Christ, we got a problem.
Oh, yeah.
Which goes into our scoring thing,
Yeah.
which all of you know we hate.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, don't you think... I'll be honest with you. This is...
Really weird.
Yeah. If you or I shoot a new potential world record buck, I'm probably not going to say shit.
No.
I'll straight up tell you that right now.
Well, the problem is people would watch our video because we have it all on video anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I guess, yeah, that's a good point.
You know.
That's a good point.
We have it all on video.
Yeah, it's all filmed. Our stuff's all
You know,
filmed.
so, but yeah, if I shoot this deer, Kyle's gonna be with me anyway.
Yeah.
It's gonna be on film, and I don't care. Like, you want to come and
I'm not selling the antlers, I can tell you
you're
that.
not getting the deer from me. I don't care.
No.
You know what you're gonna get here? Let me just throw this out there.
Yeah.
You're not getting $1 million for the deer.
No.
Okay, you're not.
Well.
You know, now does Milo Hansen make money on his buck? Sure, he makes money on it.
Yeah. Actually, honestly, Mike, this is a new one. I've recently heard Milo sold it.
Oh, did he know?
He's got it. Yeah, that's what I heard. He's got the replica,
He got a replica
obviously.
of it, yeah.
But I think he sold
Right.
the real antlers to one of the big deer collectors.
Mm-hmm.
I think the guy's got a bunch of deer,
Right.
that he does. I don't know the name,
You know,
and that's fine.
right. You're not going to get rich off it.
No,
You're not. And from what I've seen, you watch the interview. I don't think he's looking. It doesn't seem like he's looking to get
no,
anything off this deer.
no. That first hunt our program, he was throwing a lot of names up,
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff like that.
for sure.
He's a younger individual, so
Yeah.
I guess I kind of understand some of that part of it. But the recent podcasts that I've watched with him on there, it's like it reminds me a lot of Mitch's deal when, yeah, I shot this and it's great, and we were talking about it, and everybody's excited, and then
he's
all of a sudden
so
people
quiet.
are, now he's to the point. I think CJ's to the point where he's like, Jesus Christ, it wasn't worth it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I'm being prosecuted for everything that I've done.
Yep.
They're looking back into my entire life.
Yeah.
You know?
You know why? Because everybody wants to find a reason
Yeah.
to hate you.
Well, yeah, and it's like anymore, people just don't want to see people succeed.
In this country,
It seems to be a trend.
you are guilty until proven
Proven
innocent.
innocent,
And that's
yeah.
a fact.
That is a
It's just
gut.
what it is now. It's not the other way around.
Yeah.
I don't care about race, color, creed. Doesn't matter.
No.
It just is what it is nowadays.
Yeah.
And that's what they want to do. And it's this thing that we've gotten into about the scoring and the big deer and the controversial deer is all because of haters
Yeah.
out there, for one thing.
Yep.
Like if this thing was shot down the road from me, I don't care.
Yeah.
Because you know what? It's dead now.
Yeah. It's
Cheers.
gone.
I can't hunt it anymore.
It's gone.
That's the way I look at it. Like, I'm moving on.
Yep.
Like, cool, congratulations to you. You know, would I have liked to shoot one like that? I don't even know at this point.
I could think of a couple of deer where I've seen that are,
Yeah.
big, like 200 inches big in my entire life, and we're talking 40 some years
Yeah,
of probably hunting.
Most of the ones I've seen that big have been mule deer.
Well, right.
I've seen one, and I filmed him, that one whitetail that we thought was probably around the 190s.
Oh, yeah.
Back when I hunted
Yeah,
over
yeah,
in
yeah,
Fox Lake
yeah.
area.
Yeah.
That got shot.
Yeah. You filmed an elk that was close to 400 inches.
I did film a 400 plus inch elk.
Yeah.
But it was cool.
Yeah. It was just
but
neat to see.
It's, this whole thing, like I said, it'll come out.
Yeah.
It'll all come out. And if you're going to, and I've seen so much, when I was just looking up just the only facts that I know,
Yeah, on CJ's phone.
the blogs, and the people just bashing this
yeah.
thing and bashing the deer
Well,
and bashing him. And I'm like, wow.
one fine example. I watched that podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Podcast. Real popular podcast. real popular guy in the socials.
The socials.
Yeah, in the socials. Air quotes, socials. And I actually like the show that they do, and I like the guy. Mm-hmm. But his statement was, I could kind of tell he was a poacher just by watching him on the podcast. Yeah. Just the way he acted. You know, it's kind of shifty, Mike. Yeah. Kind of shifty. You met a 20-some-year-old kid nowadays that you don't think is shifty?
Right.
Yeah, he's a young kid.
How
professional is a 20-some-year-old kid who shoots a damn near world record buck going to act when people are talking to him about his buck?
Right. Well, that's just like people that have tattoos.
Oh, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
We're all evil.
Dirt bag.
Yeah. You're going to never go anywhere.
That guy ain't nobody. Look at him. And I can tell you this for a fact. I can go to I was at my stepson's wedding.
Yeah.
In a suit and tie with my wife.
Yeah.
People look at me 1,000% different than if I showed up there on my motorcycle.
Oh, yeah.
Because, holy crap, look at that guy.
Yeah.
You don't know me.
Nope.
At all. And if that's how you're judging me, you sure as hell don't know me.
Some of the nicest people I know have tattoos.
Right. We're not two of them.
No.
But
nope.
That's like saying, you know, now you're judging this kid because he shot this buck. You know, I hope that he did kill this thing legitimately, and they prove that and it comes out, and I would just tell everybody to stick it.
I would too.
You know, if he didn't, he'll get caught.
Yeah, and he should.
And he should get caught.
Yeah.
You know, like, we don't condone any of that.
No.
But what we're talking about is the whole the social media, the hating, the, oh my God, it's this big, so now it's a problem.
It's a new potential world record, so now he poached it.
And I guarantee you, if one of us ever shot something this big, it would be no different.
No, of course.
Somebody that, well, I've known those guys, they've been poaching forever.
Oh yeah, look at their walls. He can't shoot that many deer.
You know, there's always people out there that hate.
Yeah. I mean, we still get it. You know, and I just ignore it anymore.
No.
But, you know, if somebody's going to call the DNR on you, for instance, with the shocker deer that we talked about before, you know, when I have a DNR officer call up, just tell them the truth.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
Remember, the DNR was called on me for
showstopper. Yep.
You know, a buck that I went to retrieve, and I screwed up on that because I shot the deer. Long story short, it was a long track job, not a great shot.
Yep.
Found the deer dead, went through the ice, was frozen in the ice. Couldn't get the deer out.
Yep.
Had been in there a week.
Yep.
Took its head off. Came walking out. Did not have my tag with me.
Yep. That's right.
Totally spaced it.
Yep.
Was a warden right there. Got called on me.
Yep.
Was I trying to do anything illegal? I wasn't trying to.
No.
Did I? Yeah, I did, because I shouldn't have did it that way.
Yep.
You know, and full cooperation with the guys. Long story short, got the deer out, the story, everything had it, panned out, everything was cool.
Yep.
Got the deer back. Biggest deer I've ever killed, whitetail.
Yep.
You know.
I'll take some footage of that deer. You guys have never seen that one. I'll take some footage. It's upstairs.
Sometimes, when crazy stuff goes down like this with big animals, you get stupid. You forget.
Oh yeah, you stop.
It does happen.
Yep.
So I tend to give the guy the benefit of the doubt because I've been there thinking like I'm never getting this deer back.
Right.
And like this is the biggest deer I've ever shot.
Yep.
You know.
You know that makes sense too. You know, you think of yourself at the time of making the shot, number one, and then you realize I made a crap shot.
Yeah.
You're like stressed out over that. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, he even talks about the shot and the angle.
Yeah.
And then you have to go back the next day to try and find the thing. Well, you don't find it till dark. Well, then you take the pictures.
Yeah.
Right? You got to throw it out on the Facebook machine because you're all cranked up about it. Because, well, even the first pictures of Shocker were the nighttime ones that you took.
Always nighttime.
First
pictures of Showstopper was a night picture.
Right.
The big deer don't walk around in the day that much.
You're crazy. You're talking crazy, Mike.
They just don't do it.
No, they didn't get big because they're stupid.
You know,
they seem to be a tad on the nocturnal side of things because they can see it.
Weird.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we're prosecuting these people. Another fine example, the baby buck. He was smart enough that he actually went and got the DNR before he even moved the deer.
Yeah.
Brought the warden. Showed him where he shot it, showed him the blood trail all the way up to the deer. Document it.
And you know what?
If he wouldn't have done that,
that's terrible.
Yeah.
That you have to do that.
Well, think about that.
You know?
Yeah. It's
terrible.
Yeah.
You have to think that you would have to do that, with something like that.
It's ridiculous.
Well,
imagine feeling like you have to anymore. I mean, even doing what we do with our show and whatever else. We pretty much have to film everything, because if we don't, we're going to get accused of doing something wrong.
Yep.
And that's a shame. I mean, that's not what hunting's about.
Right.
There's been plenty of times, and I'll be honest with you, there's been plenty of times when Mike and I looked at each other and thought about just saying, fuck it. We're going to go hunt for ourselves and do our things.
Yeah.
And, but we enjoy trying to help you guys be better hunters, and enjoy, trying to show you guys what we use and do to maybe make you a better hunter.
We love hunting.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
We're going to promote it.
Talking about it.
Yep.
Like, we're those guys, have you ever seen that meme when they start talking about hunting, the guy just flips a chair out immediately out of his back? That's us. Like, we're the guys at a party showing people picture of dead animals on our phone. That's on there.
That's true.
If you don't want to talk about it, don't talk to us.
Yeah.
Because that's what we're going to talk about. So, and we love it.
Yeah.
We love it. And we wish everybody loved it like us. Like, we love success. We love to have people have success.
We love to watch you have success.
And that's really what it should be about.
Yeah.
Like, people should get back to this. Like, I hope this kid killed this deer. I think it's awesome. I do. It sucks that he's going to have to go through what he's going to have to go through with it.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, and we've made it that way.
Yep.
By how we have to judge everything.
Yeah, basically, we're just saying, when you think about it anymore, if you're one of them people that all of a sudden you want to criticize or say somebody's guilty for something, sit back and think about it for a second. If it was you in that position, would you actually want that to happen?
Right.
And if you say no, then don't be the guy who does the criticism.
Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy, Carl.
No, because them tattoo guys will come after you then.
Worthless dirt bags.
Well, they can be mean too.
Oh yeah,
They like to break things sometimes. But I think that pretty much covers the C.J. Alexander deal and our view on that.
If more comes out about it, we'll hit back on it again.
Oh yeah.
We don't know anything more than what we're saying, and we're not going to speculate.
Well, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? That's the big one I want.
Look it up and tell us what you think of this.
Yeah.
Watch the podcast. He's been on shows. He's done interviews for, there's one of the magazines he did an interview with, too, a full, really long article.
Mm-hmm. Well, heck, I think the Hunt Hour podcast is 3 hours long.
Yeah, it's
ridiculous if you listen to the whole thing.
Check it out and see what you think.
Yeah.
Let us know. Because we'll touch back on it, because obviously findings are going to come out at some point.
Yeah.
So.
But we hope he took it legally.
Yep.
And we hope it comes out that way. And I hope he proves it to the world, because I'd like to see the naysayers just silenced again.
Yep.
Same with the Rob Hollibuck, like we said last time.
Yeah, real.
We appreciate you guys listening. If you got a comment, leave it right down here in the comments below. We definitely want to hear what you guys think about it. If you want to listen to just the podcast, you can listen to us at Google,
RSS.com,
Spotify,
Apple,
iHeart,
Amazon, YouTube, baby.
Check out our pretty faces right here, YouTube.
Yeah, buddy.
You want to subscribe to the channel, hit the Reaper in the lower left-hand corner. You want to check us out on Instagram, it's Rush Outdoors WI, or The Obsession Podcast Hunting. We appreciate each and every one of you.
Yeah, buddy.